Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Adventures in Arcane Space. Once again, I am your Dungeon Master, AuldDragon, and the players are...
Hi, I'm David Big Mac Shepherd. I play Braxon, who's the first officer and a carpenter.
Hi, I'm Dagami-sama and I play Solas Ebha, who is half-elven cleric mage of Ogma.
Hey, I'm James. I play Ockar, human paladin from Brawl.
Everyone, I'm Salen Motor. I play Finnel'ar Mohani, a druid hailing from Grey Space.
Finnel'ar. Okay, hello. I'm Levalithana, an elven wild mage.
Hello, I'm Zakad. I play the specialty priest thief multi-class. He goes by the name of Lafdul Minglade. He's from Realm Space. His title is a bit of a hash-smash because I decided to redo it halfway through. But it's a miracle pervert. Oh no, that's one I cannot. Hang on. Google, help me. Prevaricated Bemused embezzler.
Stop prevaricating around the bush.
What
Yeah,
do you mean by Google help me? You're going to start getting
Because-
Siri to read them out?
Pretty much. I had to look at pronunciations.
No, that's part of his title, Google Help Me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if we want to know anything,
Is that-
we just write it on Lafdul's back.
I'm not sure
And
that a
click,
number...
I feel lucky.
I'm not sure that a number can help him, though.
Is that a new deity?
Maybe I'm a secret worshipper
Google.
of a knowledge god.
Alright, well, you guys finished your exploration of the lower levels, and I believe that you were planning to head back to Brawl. You wanted to get Restoration cast on Higamus.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And
Uh-huh.
possibly
We
do
should
some other
also
stuff, who knows.
We should also do a session of identification. Identify.
That's probably going to be a good idea.
And I plan to do some I plan to check into some rumors about something else.
Okay. Alright, before we do that, I would like 6 proficiency checks from Braxon for carpentry.
6?
Yeah,
6?
6.
Blimey. Boom. Right. Let's have a look on my sheet. Sorry, a bit croaky. Let's see. Space carpentry. 16.
Alright, so that's going to be 5 hull points. Let me check on the others.
Can I cast a mending on the ship due to the fact that it got damaged by Braxon basically crashing the citadel into it?
Sure, but hold on a second.
Okay.
So, Braxon, in the time that you've been here, your carpentry teams have managed to repair 10 hull points.
So 5 from me and 10 from them.
No, 10 total. 5 from you and 5 from the other.
Oh, right.
Your hired
Okay.
guy.
Yep. Right, so we're on 54. And I used 6 lots of wood. How much wood did they use?
6 as well.
Right.
How much do you have left?
Need to check. I think it's on the other dock. Yeah, it's on the player dock. Wood.
Alright, while you're doing that,
Yeah.
Solas, how many castings of mending would you have wanted to use?
How many I can try?
Pretty much as many as you want, really. I mean,
Well, I'll try basically one day using my first level slot, so 4.
Okay.
We had 35, so 12 off of that is 23.
Oh, wow. You have a lot more than I expected. All right.
You took us to a planet that was selling it at normal prices, and
That's fine.
Braxon went absolutely mental and went, "Hey, look, the woods here is half price."
Wasn't that the fire planet, that moon in Forge Space? I can't remember. What was that?
Yeah, Braxon was just so excited. He's like, "Oh my god, you could get wood cheaper than at Brow. Look how cheap it is. It's like it grows on trees or something."
I know. Amazing concept, isn't it? All right.
Mhm.
So 4 castings of mending.
Yeah, it was D100, right?
Yeah.
And I was 6th level.
All right. So you repaired 1 additional hull point.
Yay!
Woohoo.
That means we're on 55 now. The shuttle's fully repaired because we got that done first, and we're on 55 of 70.
Okay.
Thankfully, mending is a really cheap spell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, no, hang on. I'm looking at my hit points, not the shuttle. I was just checking. I was just double checking it, and then I thought 72. That's a bit much.
It's just that Braxon is becoming so much in tune with the carpentry that he is repairing himself.
Yeah. Braxon's probably the only person who will suffer Spelljammer shock without being on the helm. He'll just like burst into tears in the middle of a fight and go, look, the ship's on fire, and pass out.
All right. So
I thought that would be more trauma due to you being on fire at one point.
Braxon's sort of used to being on fire now, isn't he? He's been on fire about 5 times, I think, 4.
I thought it was at least 3 times.
Yeah, but the best time was when he was on fire with one of Higimus's bombs in his pocket, and he was like, "I need to get rid of this bomb before it blows up."
on the upside, I mean, you just light it off of yourself rather than using like flint and steel and stuff.
There is that, isn't there? That's kind of an advantage.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a silver lining for everything, isn't there?
All right. So with that, you set off for Brawl again. It'll take most of the day to get back.
I think Braxton's going to start bugging Higimus about what all the stars do.
All right, that's fine. Higimus begins teaching you about navigation. In the meantime, let's actually figure out where Finn is resting. Finn, you are going with them, I assume. Haven't technically joined the party yet.
Well, we did invite him to visit our asteroid.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
And he accepted.
Oh, were you guys going to go to your asteroid first, or did you want to go to Brawl and then go to...
Well, we can do that on the way back, can't we?
Yeah, certainly.
Well, I mean, unless everyone wants to go there first, but I would have thought we'd have got Higimus sorted out quick.
Yeah, we were planning on sorting out Higimus first.
Yeah, I'm just double-checking that that's what you want. That's the process you want to do.
We can show Finn Higimus's office and all the heads on the wall.
All right. So you get going. Let me go ahead and bring you guys over to your deck plan, which I have. So you've got guest quarters right now. Right here, number 8 on the officer's deck. Do you want to put him in those quarters for now?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
Unless he wants to do anything unusual, like sleeping under the stars. Finn, do you have to do anything like sleep on the top deck?
Oh, nothing like that.
You'd probably be another person that's hovering around my little bushes, because it's like the only plant life on a ship.
Oh yeah. You'd probably be quite interested in those. Those are out there on the rear balcony on the command deck.
Yeah, I'll probably spend some time tending those then.
All right.
If you can, try and propagate them. I've tried and failed, so one would expect a druid might have better luck in being more of an expert at these things.
Well, maybe he's better at pretending to be a bee than you are.
Lafdul's not great at everything, you know. I mean, I want to take the polymorph self-spell. But you could do it naturally, I think.
I mean, I don't think turning your boots so that they have bee footprints is going to work.
Bee footprints? They'd be like little pinpricks into the ground.
Oh, sorry, I have links disabled on Twitch chat. Liva.
Sorry. Okay.
You can link it in Discord and people can
All right, I'll do that.
check that out. All right. So you it takes most of the day. In the morning after before setting out, Finn, you leave your quarters and there is a wooden duck on the deck right outside the door. And as soon as you open the door, it kind of zips at you and sticks to you.
Okay. I'll see if I can pull it off.
All right. Give me a bend bars lift gates roll, please.
So just a straight strength check then, or?
No. So that is going to be a D100.
Okay.
So under your strength, you got bend bars lift gates, 4%.
Okay. Got great chances here then, don't I?
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's higher than my 0%.
Yeah, that's a no.
Unfortunately, that thing is cuddling to you tightly. You cannot get that off.
Okay then. And I'll go off to look at the plants.
Just letting it attach to you. All right.
Yep.
Pretty much how Lafdul dealt with it. He just gave up after a while.
All right. So
I will cast a plant growth on the plants.
Oh, okay.
Wait, wasn't that a bad idea? That's why I didn't do it.
I think you have. I mean,
I've got access to it, but I didn't do it because I thought it was a bad idea.
what did you ask me about it?
Wasn't there I swear there was a comment. I might not have. I might have just missed out, but I thought I did. Oh well. Works, it works.
What level is that again?
I'm using the second use of it, by the way.
All right, what level is that again? Oh, there it is.
Third level.
Okay.
Is Braxon up the same shift as Finn?
He's not on a shift right now,
Right.
so he'd probably just be up. And since it's just going to take most of a day to get back there, back to Brawl, you wouldn't necessarily be on shifts.
Fair enough. I'm just wondering if there's a chance that Braxon might see the duck on Finn.
The spell renders plants more vigorous, fruitful, and hardy, increasing yields by 20 to 50%. So,
It had already been harvested recently.
yeah, it's still going to be, that will
The
still
next one might be slightly better.
give you some benefits. Alright, Based on the caster's level. What is your saving throw versus spell, Finn?
Versus spell is a 14.
Okay. Alright, it'll take some time to see if that had the effect that you desired.
Okay.
You know that that will become more effective, more likely to work the higher level you get. The more powerful you get. Okay.
Leva sort of meanders around the place and sees Finn and says, what's that duck doing with you?
No, it just kind of showed up this morning.
Okay. She grins.
Seem to know something about it.
Has Braxon
Me?
seen the
No.
duck?
I know nothing whatsoever about it. She looks
Braxon,
very innocent.
Braxon, would you have reason to go out to the rear balcony where the plants are?
No.
Alright. So,
I mean,
Leva?
Braxton would probably patrol the ship with me.
You were saying, Leva, I'm sorry?
Leva looks really innocently and starts whistling a tune and walk away. She does, however, go to to Braxon and says, Braxon, you should go outside quickly. Just a quick look.
Go outside?
Yes.
Well, I'm outside. I'm on the front deck.
Well, go and see what Finn is doing. Just have a quick look.
Where is he?
Where's the plant?
Okay. Braxton goes through Higgamis's cabin. It says, hey! You found the plants. What are you up to?
Put a little spell on them to strengthen them a bit.
Wow, that's clever. What's that going to do? Make him bigger or make him stronger?
I should make them a little stronger, a little bigger, a little hardier. Possibly produce more fruit.
That would be nice. Lafdul uses those as spell components, those fruit. And then Higimus likes to eat them as well.
Ah.
I think some sort of berry spell. Nice berry or something. I think he called them.
Ah, yes, I'm familiar with that one.
Can I roll a check to spot the duck?
You don't need to roll a check. You see a wooden duck attached to Finn's leg.
Yeah. Braxon kind of turns his head sideways and says, "Have you got a minute to come with me to the catapults?"
Sure.
Okay, so Braxton takes Finn through to the catapult section and says to the people at the catapults, would you be able to fire this duck into space? I want to see if it comes back. It's been following people around. So Braxton goes down and goes to pick it up, not thinking it's heavy at all.
The crew members would say, I mean, it'll fit in the catapult, yeah. We can try it. All right, so
Okay.
Braxton, you try to pull it off of Finn. It's not that it's heavy; it's just like attached to him.
Yeah.
So give me a Bendar's
so-
lift gates roll, please.
So it's like Finn moves with it. That's a D20, isn't it?
No, it's a D100.
D100. Oh, I don't get to roll them much. Huh. I don't know. That's either really good or really bad. And now I have 3 character sheets open. Let's have a look. Ben bars.
I'm pretty sure that's a success, since Finn had a 4% and he is not as strong as you.
Right.
But you might want to double check your score anyway.
Oh yeah, I've got 10%.
Yep. All right, so you easily get that detached.
Okay, so
It takes a
Braxton-
good tug, but
yeah,
it's not painful to pull that off of Finn's leg.
Braxon drops it into the catapult bowl and lets go of it.
It sticks to your hands.
It sticks to my hands?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, you let go, and it just stays attached to your hand, your palm.
Now, that's strange. Okay. What have we got to wrap things up in?
There's plenty of canvas around the ship.
Yeah. Yeah, Braxton doesn't want to waste any canvas. Has he got any offcuts of wood?
I'm sure there's scrap. Wood
Yeah,
scrap
he's going
around.
to find an offcut of wood and try and sort of scrape the duck off his hand without giving himself splinters. Just kind of give it a nudge.
All right. Just moving
into the
people's
catapult bowl.
tokens into their rooms. Leva, have you followed them out?
Yes,
Okay.
most definitely.
All right.
She does, however, keep a little distance so nobody can see us nicking.
Okay. All right. So Braxon, you take a piece of wood and try to pry it off and get it into the cup of the catapult.
Yeah.
Give me another Ben Bar's Lift Gates roll, please. Now that thing is stuck pretty solid. You can't get a good like every time you try to scrape it with the wood, it just like slides by it, slides around it and stuff.
Braxton's just going to try and toss it overboard then.
It's hard to toss something when the thing won't leave your hand.
Can Braxton try and pull it out of his hand with his other hand and then immediately throw it overboard?
You can, but I would say that you would probably realize that would mean that it would stick to your other hand.
Yeah.
Isn't Lafdul on the same shift as Braxon?
Has Braxton got any clamps? He's got a workbench or something.
You wouldn't need to be on shifts because it's taking less than a day to get back to Brawl. Do you have clamps? You have clamps, I'm sure, yeah.
Yeah, so Braxton's gonna say, I have an idea. And he's gonna go find us like a C-clamp.
Okay.
And clamp the duck to a deck. And then try and pull his hand away from the duck.
Alright, go ahead and give me a Ben Bar's Lift Gates roll, and there is going to be a bonus to this.
Okay. Otherwise, I think Braxton might be spending the rest of his shift attached to a clamp.
No, I mean you'd be able to unclamp it, but it is solidly stuck to your hand. That is you clamp it, but it does not come off.
Okay. Can Braxton try sawing the head off the duck to see if he can get rid of at least half the duck?
You could try, yeah.
Yeah. Which it's not easy sawing with one hand.
You could try burning it or something, I guess.
Yeah, I don't think Braxton fancies being on fire. He's not that keen on fire.
Are you sure about that?
Weren't you just talking about that earlier?
Yeah.
Alright, so you attempt to saw it off.
Can he try and do quite a neat job of sawing the neck off?
Yeah, sure. Give me a carpentry check, since this is an unusual situation here.
Yeah, this is the most bizarre use of role-playing roles. Oh. I accidentally clicked on the jukebox.
My favorite thing about this is that it started out as a prank on Finn and turned into a prank on Braxon.
Yeah, I thought I'll just take that off and get people to fire it overboard, but I was wondering if it might hop out of the catapult bowl. before it was fired.
I'm certain that this actually was all along a prank on Braxon.
Right, so I've got to get 16, and I've got 7.
All right. You succeed in sawing the head off the duck, and the head sticks to you. It just like
Decapitation.
as soon as it's sawed completely off, it leaps towards you and sticks to your like the side of your abdomen.
So Braxton's got 2 parts of a duck stuck to him in different places.
Yeah.
Okay.
Higimus is doing his patrols, and he comes up and sees you there with those 2 pieces of the duck attached to you, a saw in one hand, and he just kind of like his ears twitch, and he looks at you and then shakes his head and walks away.
Braxton says, Higimus,
Huh? Yeah.
Can you do me a favour and throw this duck overboard?
He eyes you suspiciously.
He doesn't have good wisdom, though.
All right.
It was stuck to Finn.
And now it's stuck to you?
Yeah.
Odd.
Yeah. I think I may have offended the god of ducks or something. It's been following us around for a while. I figured if it was a cursed magic item and I sawed it in half, it would break it.
Okay, let's see. Give me just a second. Need to check something. Alright, so Higimus comes over to, which one do you want Higimus to take off first?
I don't mind. The head, maybe.
Alright, so Higimus tries to pull the head off.
Braxton says to Finn, who's hopefully still with him, can you do anything with wood? Like banish it or something?
Thinking of things I could do.
It was kind of stuck to you.
Yeah, but it's not now. I'm sure he's happy about that.
Lafdul wants to learn the shape wood spell. I don't know, would Finnel know that? It's a rare spell.
If it's rare, then no.
Would I know if warp wood would do anything here?
It would be a very ugly duck.
Yeah, it would
very
probably
beheaded.
just reshape it into,
Although if it's magically enchanted, would that be classed as breaking the enchantment because it's that far changed?
Well, if it's magical, then it would get an item saving throw. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, if he beats the saving throw.
I'd have to go look at the spell description, but in this case, I'm pretty sure that this would just end up being an ugly duck stuck to you, or a very warped duck stuck to you.
It's got no head. Well, it has, but it's not.
That's true. It has no head right now, and the head is stuck to Braxon. I mean, like, it's not exactly a well-carved duck in the first place, but...
Oh, maybe I need to set it on fire and cast Log of the Everbranding on it.
So Higimus grasps the head and pulls it off of you, and he gives it a good hurl over the side, and it sticks to his hand. What have you gotten me into, Braxon?
Maybe we can wrap it up in something.
Higimus goes to get a sack and tries to pull it off of him, using the sack as kind of a glove. And he succeeds in getting the head in the sack, and he quickly ties it closed and tosses it on the deck. All right, now the other one. It's not there. What happened to it? It was just on your hand.
It's gone. Wow, I didn't even notice it going.
It's still there,
Braxon.
actually.
It's still there.
Yeah. You still have it on your hand.
It's there. It's there. Braxon points it.
No, it's not.
Does Finn still see it?
Yeah, you do.
Braxon's going to tap it. Braxon's going to tap it and say, look, there it is.
I didn't hear anything.
Leva peeks around the corner, looks, giggles, walks away.
Very strange.
Are you sure that you haven't offended someone or something, Braxon?
Well, it wasn't stuck to me. It was stuck to Finn this time. And I think it's followed a couple of people around before. I think someone has a magical item that makes ducks. We've picked up a load of magical items, haven't we? And I don't know if we've identified them all. Maybe one of them creates wooden ducks. Or maybe, I don't know if it's the same duck or not. I mean, I've cut it in half now. So hopefully it won't come back again. If we can get rid of it.
Higimus gives a sigh and he says, "Oh, let me go get Lafdul." So, Lafdul, would you be in your quarters?
I'd probably be looking over the books we recently acquired.
Okay, so Higimus comes up to the library, looks in, sees you there, and he says, "Lafdul, can you come here for a minute?"
Sure, what have I done? I was just reading some books, I haven't done nothing.
Yeah, that's what I expected you to say. Come on.
Follows.
So, he brings you down to where Braxon and Finn are. Lafdul, you see a duck stuck to Braxon's hand. His palm.
Part of a duck.
Yeah, part of a duck.
Oh.
Higimus says, Braxon insists that there's a duck stuck to his hand. It's not there. Have you been doing something again?
Do I see a duck?
You do see a duck.
No, I see a duck. I mean,
Yes.
Well, there is someone that can do that kind of thing.
There, yeah.
Lafdul looks around for a certain person.
This thing's back again. I cut the head off. Their head's in that bag. It's stuck to my hand. I can't get it off.
I could try pulling it off with my ring, I guess.
I'm telling you, it's not there.
Oh, that'd be good. Yeah, what I was trying to do is put it in a catapult and fire it overboard. I thought that might get rid of it.
So you're gonna use your ring?
Try and grasp it and pull it off.
All right, give me a Ben Bar's lift gates roll.
Oh, it was not.
Does
7%?
Yep.
Here we go. Miracles can't happen.
Does Braxton's hand try to go along with the duck?
Oh, that's so close. So close.
You use your ring, but no, it is firmly attached. You're not able to pull that off with your ring.
Well, it disappeared after 3 hours last time a duck was attached to me.
Are you sure you guys aren't just doing a pantomime?
Well, Leva comes around the corner. She says, "What happens if Finn just walks away? I mean, it was attached to Finn in the beginning."
You do see the duck, Leva, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
It's up to Finn. Do you want to take her suggestion?
Well, nothing else has worked, so why not?
All right. Finn walks away. The duck is still stuck to Braxton's hand.
Okay.
And Higmus is still insisting that it's not there.
This might make doing things a bit awkward.
Especially because it's probably your main hand.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
I mean,
Well,
I
I'm
could
at a
also
loss.
touch... Lafdul's like, worst case scenario, I just touch my ring regeneration to your other hand, cut your hand off. Or
I
whatever
don't-
extremity is attached to it. Apparently,
I
my
don't-
ring can regrow body parts. I did not know that until recently.
I don't think I want to try that out.
Yeah, neither does
Does it
Lafdul.
not? Does it not take a while before it starts working?
Probably months. I mean, if you don't... Lafdul wonders...
Well, I
how
wasn't thinking
long
of
would
cutting
he
my hand
think-
off. No, I just thought I could try and use a tool to knock the duck off. If I could borrow your ring, but I don't know whether it will work straight away.
I mean, if you injure... What ring? What one?
You said you got a ring that can grow me a new hand.
Yeah, the ring of regeneration. I mean, if you hurt yourself, you'll just heal the damage. I can lend it to you.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want to come with me because it's a bit awkward?
Mm.
Are you going to get your hand cut off?
No,
No.
I'm not going to cut my hand off.
I don't think even laughed. As much as Lafdul wants to experiment, he's not going to handicap his meat shield.
I've got a clamp. If I clamp the what's left of the duck to the clamp,
You're going to wrench it off you.
and I'll try and use something, see if I can find something to lever off the duck.
I mean, I got a crowbar if you want to borrow that, but there's no duck there.
Yeah, a crowbar would be good.
I saw it before, but you must have put it somewhere. I'm sure of it.
So Higmus has the thing with they're playing a prank on him.
Yeah, he's pretty sure that you guys are playing a prank on him now.
Okay.
But he gives you the crowbar.
Okay. Well, Braxon's going to try, if he can, he's going to try clamping what's left of the duck. If there's anywhere to get purchase on, and then he's going to try and use the crowbar to separate himself from the duck.
All right, give me another Ben Bar's Lift Gates roll, please.
This is probably the most D100s I'll be rolling for several months.
Yep, that did not work. Maybe it's the odd angle. Maybe it's just the power of the enchantment. It's just not working.
Lafdul, you're good at opening things.
Suddenly, Higmus does see it, and he says, "It is there now."
Yeah, it must have the power to go invisible.
Can one of you guys just cast Dispel Magic? I mean, clearly there's magic at work. Just
try.
end this enchantment. Do you have one of those spells?
Yeah, I haven't changed the stats, but I probably would have a Dispel Magic.
You might want to remove any magical equipment you have on you before you do this.
No,
Well,
I'm targeting the duck.
I don't think
That's
Braxon
not
can
gonna
take his
succeed.
magic ring off if he's holding a duck at the same time.
It's probably not covering me. No, I'm targeting the duck very specifically, so it's when you do a general one, then.
Yeah, that did not work. It did not dispel it.
It's a strong enchantment. Then again, magic's fickle. Sometimes works, sometimes it doesn't.
Do you think it might have become magically resistant because Higmus starts it?
Leva, do you have
Doesn't
such a
Hig-
spell memorized?
Not memorized, no. But I do, yes.
Well, Braxon, looks like you've got a new friend to stay with you.
Well, Higmus, can you use the crowbar to try and gently lever it off my hand, and then we'll
Wearing
leave
your
it?
ring regeneration, you'll heal the damage.
Oh yeah. Well, I still
it'll
would have
still
done
hurt.
gently. It hurt.
Well,
Just 'cause I've
sees
been
it
on
now.
fire a couple times,
Higamus
you know,
sees it
like
now.
that.
Do you want him to try?
Yeah,
Yeah.
please, Higamus.
It's still clamped, right?
Yeah, it's held on a clamp, so he's just got to get my hand away from it.
All right. Higamus gets the crowbar in between your hand and the duck, and it gives a good heave, and
It's gonna hurt.
it tears apart. You take 3 points of damage, Braxon, as it tears some of the flesh off.
Oh!
Specifically because of the use of the crowbar.
Yeah.
He just got stabbed the abdomen with a crowbar or whatever.
No, this was a hand. This was a hand.
Is it? Oh.
Yeah. And it starts rattling in the clamp, but Higamus quickly gets another sack to put it in.
Yeah. Yeah. I was going to try levitating it, but it doesn't matter.
Well, I mean, it's now in the sack.
So it seems to know who's touched it.
Does it stay attached to the sack, I assume?
Well, I mean, it's in the sack, so you're not sure right now. It's not like rattling around in the sack, though.
Yeah.
Higamus says, "You wanted to launch this in the catapult? I think we should try that right now."
Yeah.
Well, yeah. If the two sacks won't stick to your hands if you pick them up.
Lafdul, you want to do something about that?
I could try levitating it.
Okay.
And I could just launch it into space once I'm levitating it.
I guess Braxon would have to undo the clamp first.
Up to you. I think that Higamus did so to get it into the sack.
Right.
He had the sack mostly around it, and then as soon as the clamp was loosened, just got it right in.
I assume it's an easy target when it's not moving currently.
Well, Eva just realized something, and she does have dispel magic. So she actually has two of them.
I think we're a little bit beyond that now, though.
Okay.
So,
all right.
So, Lafdul, you're just gonna levitate them out into space?
Yeah.
Okay.
Levitating it off the ship. It's like, Braxton, you want to give it any final words?
Maybe levitate them over to a sun.
Well, then again, we could attach it to Ockar.
If you come near my room with that, I'm not fixing up your equipment anymore.
Braxon struggles and probably fails to say the words a cleric of Ptah is supposed to say as you bury someone in space.
Higamus's ears just twitch at you. But Lafdul, you launch the two bags off into space and watch them float out of the air envelope and disappear into your ship's wake.
Ooh, we've defeated an encounter.
We've finally beaten the duck.
How many XP do you get, Braxon?
I don't know. Well, it did involve a
It was a
check.
combat. It was a combat encounter, sort of. You were fighting for your life.
I lost 3 XP.
You lost their points as well.
With that taken care of, the rest of the trip to Brawl is uneventful. You pull into dock and are assessed the normal fees, which, let's see, is going to
How did Finn get on with the plants?
It'll take time to see how that comes out.
Okay.
And you are assessed the normal docking fees for coming into Brawl, 50 gold pieces, 4 silver pieces.
50 gold and 4 silver.
Yeah.
Just a second.
That is for the air tax, water service, and a docking fee.
That's where we find out we got an entourage waiting for us. It's, the company of the Broken Swords returned. Welcome back, sirs. You know, we're famous yet? No. Okay.
Not with the dock workers.
No.
So there won't be a bunch of people standing there wearing hats with ducks on.
No.
Lafdul's horrified and excited by this demented view of Braxon.
All right, so everything seems pretty much normal here on Brawl. You're not seeing any unusual activity. It is evening at this point, however, so you'd probably want to, get some rest and do what you want to do in the morning, unless you feel that this is really urgent.
Well, we have
restored.
some near-death experiences. Anyone want to do a pub crawl or anything?
Solas spends the evening in writing his reports to Seekers.
Okay.
Well, Finn, have you been to the Rock of Brow before?
Finn has, yeah.
Okay.
Been there.
Okay. Well, if you hadn't been, I was going to say we definitely should do a pub crawl if you hasn't been.
Lafdul will make general inquiries into that.
We probably should because
Elven-
he's helped us defeat Finnel'ar, which is kind of useful.
Yeah, I mean, it's up to you. It's up to him.
I mean,
really.
Go with you.
We had some near-death experiences. We should at least try to live a little.
Yeah.
What's this all worth if we're just, nearly dying all the time?
Yeah. Which pub should we go to?
I don't know. Why should we? You can talk about the
Well, yeah. Be nice to go visit
the
last
Laughing
week.
Beholder. Was it called? I can't remember.
Yeah, I believe
Something
so.
like
Yeah. We probably want to stay away from the middle city. The
that. As
watch is
we're
a bit
like,
snooty up there.
as we're walking, I say, should we go to the Illithid embassy and tell them about the undead Illithid?
I am thinking that we should not advertise the fact that we fought an Illithid unless we want to have a fight with the
Yeah,
Illithid.
but the other thing was clearly undead. I'm pretty sure in any society, any undead is considered. Well, not any.
I don't know.
Most.
I mean, I'm not too keen on Illithids, to be honest.
I
I hear
I'd rather have favors with them than
Real
not.
fast. 144 right here. This tavern. That is the Laughing Beholder. In case you were.
Oh, I know that's really close to the dock.
Yep.
I thought it was Middle Sea.
Oh no,
not
no,
Middle
no, it's
Sea, but
it's a low city tavern.
it's the local scum bar, is it?
I mean, with a beholder in charge, it kind of keeps it from being too bad.
Yeah, I suppose. The beholder's got his local death ray petrification, so I'm petrified the next day. I'm sure there's
I
some
bet that
twisted
beholder
sense of
doesn't
humor
need-
in there.
I bet that beholder doesn't need that many bouncers inside.
No, he can do his own bouncing.
Yeah. Talking about a bouncing beholder would probably get you a death spell. Just saying. Just saying.
All right,
Which was the restaurant that Ockar's family ran?
His family doesn't run. He has some family members who works at one,
work.
and I believe that is over here, 114. The most famous dive bar kind of thing, the one that I mean, there's a lot of pop-up bars that are only around for like 6 months and so, to a year kind of thing. But the most famous long-term like scummy bar, the one that is known for being a danger, is the Rock Rat over here, 96.
The Rock Rat.
Yeah.
Have I heard anything about that place? It's just a general thieves thing.
It has an
Oh, no.
ogre as a bouncer, so they take bouncing seriously there.
Oh yeah, Ockar's home's over near there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
the
over
ogre.
by the Lesser Market, I believe.
Sort of
Well,
enjoys
it
the
says
job.
O1 on the map.
Then that would be it. I forgot. Yeah. So it is.
and you got
it is.
A1 there. But I thought he was. I thought he was further away because he left us. He left us and went off to get beaten up by thugs on his own, as one does.
All right. Well, I mean, it's up to you. Solas is indicating that he's doing some writing. What are the rest of you guys doing?
Hey, it's not a mistake if you survive.
I've got to head to my Thieves Guild and pay my dues as well.
Okay.
Oh,
And he's also going to go over to the open tub at some point.
yeah. Well, Braxon probably want to go to his church at some point, but somebody suggested we go on a pub crawl and then ran away.
Yeah, I mean, we've got things to do immediately before the pub crawl. So I will meet you at a designated pub in a couple of hours.
The designated pub.
Which is the
Yeah.
designated pub, though.
I just said laughing beholder.
Okay.
Oh, dear.
Okay.
It's one we're familiar with, so it's kind of like our...
Yeah, I guess Braxon will go there now.
Okay.
Wow,
Oh,
if you don't want to get drunk, you don't have to.
Solas, do join them if he manages to write those reports in a timely fashion.
It's
Well,
like a couple hours post or whatever. We're going to be doing it for
Depends
like several
on
hours.
how. Well, I mean, keep in mind that it is evening, so a couple
It
hours.
goes to like late morning.
I
Or
mean,
is that not one of the pubs that does that?
I mean, it goes to early morning if you like, as in 3 a.m.
Well,
kind of thing. If that's what you
yeah.
mean.
Yeah, that's fine.
But I don't know if you guys would want to stay up that late.
No.
After it'll probably be like to like 12, 1.
Well, Ockar plans to visit
Not
some
gonna-
of the taverns near the docks to do some rumor gathering, as it's been at least a couple months since we left on this trip.
Okay.
You're not going to brag about all the undead that you've slain?
Not really. He has a
Oh.
mission, and he wants to see if certain things have changed since we've been gone for at least a month.
All right.
How long have we been gone from Brawl?
Let me see.
Few weeks.
'Cause I can't remember if because you stopped back at Brawl. Yeah, I mean, it's really only been a couple of weeks since you were last at Brawl. Because you stopped at Brawl before, heading out to find the Dwarven Citadel.
But then we spent like several days constantly resting and getting into fights and resting. It
yeah,
almost
but
feels like a month.
it's still only been weeks, not months.
Really, it feels like we've at least rested 30 times on this trip.
Yeah, but most of those were just overnights.
But I thought you needed an entire day to get better your abilities,
Well,
but whatever.
I mean, regardless, it's only been weeks, not months.
Okay.
So, but there still might be news for you to get. That's perfectly reasonable.
Ignore that. Disconnect.
Okay.
Changing my spells on.
And then after that, probably take up on the family and then meet up with the others for whatever they want to do.
Okay. You might be a little bit too late to do that if you're gonna go check up on your family after looking for rumors.
That's fine.
All right.
Wouldn't you want to do that during a pub crawl so to speak? You can ask for rumors while you're doing it.
I mean, maybe he doesn't want all you guys hanging around and
Why?
slowing down
That's true.
his mission.
Wow.
He's
I thought
looking-
you had
he's-
hundreds.
he's
He's
We are-
looking for
we are
specific
cramping Ockar's
information. He's looking for
mojo.
specific information. So.
Yeah, I'm looking for something specific, and I'd rather not have distractions.
Yeah.
We are cramping Ockar's mojo.
Leva asks Braxon whether he'd come with her to the Magician Tower. Tower, is it?
Magician Tower? That sounds
Yes.
interesting. Should we bring
Because-
Finn? Or
Oh,
have you got anything else to do, Finn?
She
Really?
wants- Would you
Are
want
you
to
allowed
go?
to bring? You allowed to bring druids to Magician's Tower?
I don't know.
More
Am I?
than
The
warriors,
Honored
probably.
Mages Guild.
Mages Guild, yes.
Yeah. I mean,
So he could be a guest, couldn't he?
yeah.
Leva wants to know what the connection between her and the book is.
All right.
And she wants to know whether anyone in the Mages Guild knows anything about this. She also brings the book.
Okay.
The book.
All right. So you, Braxon, and well, I guess I think at this point the whole idea of a pub crawl has disintegrated because it's
It does sound it.
it's evening. We're talking 8 p.m. by the time you get in.
I mean, we can always go to the pub crawl next evening.
That's
Yes.
fine. If Lafdul comes back to the pub and we're not there, that's his problem.
Yeah, Lafdul can have a good conversation with Large Luigi without you guys.
Yeah, apparently so.
He can do.
So Ockar, in the course of your excursion, you do end up in a couple minor fist fights. Nothing too dangerous, nothing that gets out of hand, but you do end up with some information. It seems that the pirate known as Red Njord is still plaguing Krinspace. There have been a couple more bounties put in for his capture, but you haven't found too much concrete information. And of course, most of this information is months old because it takes time to get for that information to get to Brawl. But it seems like he is still in Krinspace, last anyone has heard.
Okay.
Are there any specific questions that you want to try to get some information on?
I'd like to know what kind of actions he's been up to, specifically.
Most of it has been standard piracy. However, one sailor does mention that he's heard that the elves actually have a small patrol group out looking for him specifically. Doesn't know why. I mean, obviously the elves do anti-piracy stuff, but it almost seems like there is a specific task force out there looking for him by the elves.
Okay. And then I'm gonna ask if anybody knows if there's if he has a specific area of Krinspace that he likes to do his piracy in.
If there is, no one is aware of it.
Okay. I'm just gonna mark down, talk to the Elven Navy tomorrow.
Okay. Leva, Braxon, and Finn, you head to the Honored Mages Guild of Brawl, and look for someone who might know something about this this book that you picked up.
Okay.
There is one wizard there who is willing to see you. How do you present this this book to him? Like, how do you present your problem to him, or whatever?
And I have another idea for when I visit my family.
Okay.
But that's gonna be after this.
Leva takes out a book and says, I seem to have a special connection to this book. It's not something that's how would you call it, an obsession or anything. It's just a special connection. Can you tell me anything about this?
Have you cast an identify or legend lore on it?
Not yet, no.
Um,
I did open it, and I saw that it seems to open on the same spell every time.
what spell would that be?
What was it?
Wasn't it like Demand?
Demand, yes, I think
It's
so.
an
It
8th level spell.
both of them were 8 level spells. Which one was the first? I think Demand was the first one.
So you didn't write down what
Like
the other one was?
Symbol.
It was symbol, yeah.
Yes, I did, but I put it away. It would take me a few minutes to actually find it.
Alright, it was symbol.
Okay.
Wasn't it a particular symbol, or was it a generic one?
It was just symbol. Symbol allows you to make multiple things.
Yeah, but I'm wondering if that book had a specific version of that spell memorized.
It's just symbol.
If
It's just
if
symbol.
It's just symbol. That's fine.
You don't have to memorize a specific version. So the wizard said, is it... have you tried casting the spell from this book? Some magic tomes allow you to do such a thing.
No, I haven't, but I got the feeling that I could. That it's almost like a scroll in that respect.
Well, I would say that you should protect that quite well, although if you'd be interested in trading that away, I'd be more than happy to consider that. But it sounds quite valuable and powerful. I do not have any magics on hand to identify this tome of yours, but if you have such things available at your disposal, I would consider doing so right away.
Do we have something like at quote our disposal?
Well, I mean, you can memorize identify, that's what he means.
Oh, okay, yes. Yes, we can cast Identify. But why would I feel a connection to the book?
Were you the first one to open it?
I think so.
That would be my guess as to why.
Okay. Yes, I see.
You know, if one of your two friends here had opened it first, then they might have the same connection that you feel.
Mm-hmm. I see. So does that mean there is a connection like this? Does that mean that someone else now would not see the same thing as I do when they open the book?
Ooh, I have no idea. I do not have a whole lot of experience with magical tomes. They tend to be rare and precious. Few people who have access to them give them up.
I see. All right, you have given me a lot to think about. Thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome. For my time, that will be 100 gold pieces, please.
Yeah, okay, here you go.
Braxon
Was this like the
smiles.
high mage?
Mm-hmm.
Was this like the leader of the mage guild?
No, not at all. He was just someone willing to meet with you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's a couple dozen mages in the tower at any given time, pretty much. Alright.
Wow, 100 gold consultations.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
It could have been worse.
Always.
It could have
Anyone
asked
can
for
ask
1,000 gold. I mean,
And it was for a fairly short amount of time, too, so
Mm.
he didn't cast any spells.
true.
Should have negotiated a price first.
Well, in some ways, yes. In other ways, no. Levi is so used to being asked for hundreds of gold for simple favors from the mages that, yeah, or exchanges with some spells. That works.
Alright. So you guys, do you want to head to the Laughing Beholder now, or head back to the ship?
We could do. See if Lafdul's there.
Yeah.
Say,
let's go
Finn,
back.
does your church have a temple here? I don't think I'd heard of it before I met you.
Don't really have temples.
You don't? Interesting.
No, we have groves.
Groves. Do you have a grove on the underside? I've never been down there. They don't let people like me down there unless we get put in prison.
I've never heard of one on Brawl.
Oh,
No, it's just when you said you could.
Swing, wasn't it?
When you said you could tend plants, I was wondering if they might invite druids down there to help make the plants bigger. There's a lot of people up here need feeding, but I guess they don't.
Well, they may. There are many druids in many circles. Just because I haven't been invited doesn't mean that someone else hasn't.
That's true. Yeah, let's head down the pub. I want to chat about plants and stuff, but we can get a drink first.
Okay. Ockar, you said that you wanted to do something with your families, ask something or say something to them.
Yeah, I wanted to visit with my uncle, the
Mhm.
one who's the father of the guy that I'm dragging down.
Right.
And I wanted to ask him if I could take a look at if he has anything that belongs to his son that was left behind that I could use for possibly tracking him with that device we have on our ship.
Okay. So you pay a visit to this is Gunval, your uncle, and ask him that question. Gunval just kind of sadly shakes his head and says, "No, and Nord left, and he and his friends took many items from both myself and their families. He didn't leave many possessions behind. Those that he did, we got rid of it. It's been years. He had left some clothes and things of that nature, but I do not expect to see him back. He's failed me as a son, off on his piracy ways. I no longer consider him my son, so I gave away what little he did leave behind."
Does he have any friends that might still be in Brawl?
I think his best friends left with him. So you would remember from childhood, he had a few friends that, like he was a bully, and his friends were the hangers-on kinds of thing. And one of the reasons why you two have such a dislike for each other is that, like, he would bully the other kids, and you would stand up for the other kids all the time, even if you got beat up for it.
Right. I slowly nod my head and say, well, after my current job, once I'm done with my current job, I'm planning on heading out to Kryn space to track him down.
Well, if you bring him back here, I would be more than happy to see him on trial.
Yes. I can't let a member of our family do these kinds of things, you know.
It is a stain on all of our honors, indeed.
Yes, well. Good luck with the Temple of Odin. I need to go talk with the Elven Navy tomorrow. Apparently, they sent a patrol to try to track him down. We'll see what information I can get from them.
Odin, watch over you as on your journey, then.
I nod and then head out after thanking him.
Solas, the reports that you're writing, how detailed are they?
These are just basic reports, not the in-depth versions.
Okay. Then you'd be able to get them written up and delivered to the Seekers pretty quickly. You're gonna head over to the Laughing Beholder?
Yeah.
Okay. Lafdul will get there first. Braxon, Leva, and Finn after that, and then Solas. So you'll find Lafdul already there. Would you be drinking anything, Lafdul?
Yeah, I'd be drinking.
Right.
You wouldn't be getting drunk yet until his friends are around.
It's fine.
But yeah, no, you'd be playing dice and stuff, making friends, talking to people other than his crew.
Okay.
Just freshening up, so to speak.
All right, so
Ideas fresh.
Leva, Braxon, and Finn, you arrive, see Lafdul drinking. What would you prefer to be drinking? There's plenty of things. There's halfling beer, dwarven ales, elven wines.
Now, Lafdul's a bit of a... He's definitely an elf. He only likes to drink elven stuff, ideally.
Okay. All right, so they have some good, high-quality elven...
It's very expensive
beverages. Yeah, that's gonna run you 2 gold pieces per glass.
It's quite potent, isn't it? As well.
Yeah, but elves are generally used to it. All right, so you have some fun dicing and rowdying with some of the other bar patrons. And then Leva, Braxon, and Finn arrive.
No. Lafdul's just, talking to various patrons. He's not bragging so much, but he's just saying like he's keeping it a bit vague. He's been on an adventure, killed some undead. We found this talking weapon. I'm not naming what the weapon is. I'm just saying I've found this talking item. It talks back to you. Apparently, it's got an imbued spirit, etc. I'm trying to keep it vague, but still interesting to patrons.
Most of the other patrons are going along with you. Some of them are like, yeah, sure you did. All these stories are always overblown. Leva, Braxon, Finn, what do you do when you arrive?
I suppose Braxton walk up behind Lafdul and slap him on the shoulder.
Lafdul's not sure if he's being attacked or not. He immediately gets defensive.
Lafdul, I'm pretty sure you would have been aware of them entering. I don't think that you would have been so distracted. And given the nature of your personal profession, you probably would have set yourself up to be watching the door.
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing, champ?
Chump?
Champ. Champ.
No,
Are you you telling the story of when you turned yourself invisible and took on a whole army of undead?
Yes, that part. Yes, I definitely took them on. Inverted commas.
Yeah, I don't think we'd have made it without you.
Yeah, I don't think I would have made it without you either. So I don't know.
No, it was a very hard fight.
Yeah, so Lafdul brings up the fact that Finnel'ar's wanting to join a motley crew. Has he mentioned that he's got no pantheon here, so to speak?
I mean, I think you'd be aware that the deity that Finn worships is not one that's commonly worshipped here.
Would I know about, obviously, seeking similar nature-based deities, in that he could maybe ask for spells to be granted for another one?
Yeah, it's more of an automatic thing.
Well, no.
Like if you enter hold on. If you enter a sphere where your deity and a local deity have an agreement, then it's just automatic, and you don't need to
He needs
Cast
to make
spell.
the agreement. I was just thinking about introducing him to a druid or a priest of Rilithane or someone, some nature deity.
I mean, you can
I
always
mean-
make that offer, and
Well, yeah, I do, obviously, considering it's like the only nature-y place on Brawl, so
Yeah.
it's your best bet to start, at least.
Well, maybe there's some more Obed High, was it? Maybe there's some more Obed High worshippers in at the moment.
Well, one would assume that other druids would do with other druids in the local vicinity. So if I want to find a member of my clergy, well, it's
So
traveling for me.
most druids on Brawl are transients. They're not permanent residents.
right,
Even the elves, even the elven druids.
But they'd be the most common, wouldn't they?
Probably not, just because humans are so common on Brawl. There are druids of wild space kind of thing that like to investigate new worlds and stuff like that. So, but they again, they tend to be members on crews and stuff like that, serving as helmsmen.
All right, yeah. So, Lafdul's just enjoying some downtime with the party. I
Alright.
mean, nothing other spectacular than that.
All right. So, at about this time, Solas would arrive as well.
I will
He's
go
just
order
relaxing for a
myself.
bit, because we've had some near-death experiences. So it's nice
I
to
will
let
go.
off some
I will
steam.
go order myself a pint of good cider and some snacks.
Okay. Large Luigi greets you and levitates. What'd you want again to drink? Cider.
I want good cider.
Alright, so he levitates some cider over to you, and then levitates a bowl full of an odd dried chip-like thing that he says, try this. I just got it in. That's a wrong voice that I should not use for Large Luigi. That's more of a pirate voice. Sorry.
you realize
I had a voice in my head earlier, and like as soon as I started speaking, it was like into a pirate voice, and I was like, no, that's not the voice that I intended.
He was quite jovial, if I remember.
Yeah.
Big booming voice kind of thing.
Try this. It's still a little piratey. I don't know.
Well, since the pirate's stronghold or ex-pirate, everyone's gonna have a piratey accent.
No.
there's going to be viewers going back looking for the last time you did the voice.
Oh no, I mean I am terrible at being consistent with a lot of voices. Here, try this. It's a new dried confection that I got in from Wayspace. You might like it. He levitates it over to you.
What is this? Looks interesting.
I don't know that you. I didn't actually get the name, but it's pretty tasty. My patrons have been pretty happy with it. It's salty. Looks like it's kind of made of a spiral cracker type material.
Solas tries.
And yeah, it's tasty, and oddly enough, it makes you want to drink more. Probably that salt.
Let me ask Luigi for some pickles.
Oh.
Huh?
Let's find out.
Well, if you want that, I've got some fantastic pickled herring in from Chandos. He
Yes, please.
summons he levitates a jar full of pickled herring from Chandos over to you.
Mm-hmm.
It has an odd flavor to it, not not so, like it's different from other pickled fish that you've had. Chandos herring must taste a little bit different than the herring that you've had elsewhere. It's up to you whether you'd like it or not.
Oh, Leva likes these things. She will like it.
Yeah.
I take it makes her more thirsty as well.
Oh, absolutely. Do you want to order something to drink?
She'd like some cider as well, yes.
Right. Alcoholic cider or non-alcoholic cider?
Non-alcoholic.
Okay.
Solas takes the alcoholic version, of course.
Okay. So he levitates some cider over to you as well.
Thank you, Luigi.
Lafdul makes a mental note of making drinks alcoholic. He needs to come up with a spell.
Old?
Yeah?
Leva will take the alcoholic one. Remember?
Alright.
Oh, yeah, you... Yeah.
Solas will also offer those snacks to the rest of the group.
Okay.
Saying that
What's this?
these are quite tasty.
You guys
Braxon
having
will.
fun? Ockar taking care of business.
Well, we're all taking care of our business, but it's just nice to stretch your legs once in a while.
Braxon will take one of Solas's snacks and then hastily order a cider from
One. Jesus Christ, how much salt is on this thing? It's like a barrel of salted pork. He's just got a barrel of salted
He'll
chips.
wait for Lars Luigi and say, "Can I have a pint of cider, please?"
He levitates some over to you.
Solas just shakes his head and says, "It's not that salty."
Well,
Leva holds
to be fair, you
He's
did
not used to
see
salt.
Braxon like take a whole handful and just shove it into his mouth.
Leva looks at Luigi and says, good cider.
Jeez, he got drunk fast. It's only a cider.
Some people can't handle their alcohol.
What's her constitution?
She forgets. She doesn't know anything.
Order Dwarven Ale.
Large Luigi hovers some good frothy dwarven ale over to you. It's quite dark in appearance, very heavy flavor, very high quality. Large Luigi always serves the best stuff.
Wow.
Excellent.
All right. Well, was there any ulterior motives to visiting the tavern, or were you just
No, it's just relaxation.
relaxation? Okay.
Solas will, while he is there, also trying to find out the current news.
Yeah, Braxton would like to know that as well.
Yeah, Ockar seemed to be... Ockar, where did you go?
Ockar isn't here.
Isn't he?
Nope.
I thought you did arrive eventually.
Ockar's still on business.
No.
This is probably while he's doing the tavern crawl of his own to get information.
Yeah.
And then
Braxton's-
he's going to go visit his family, so...
Braxton says to the others, "We should find out if there's any pirates they need hunting down. We might earn a bit of money out of that."
There's always pirates in the area.
Isn't it like a bingo board, or so to speak, a black book or something?
Bingo board.
Yeah, what's it like a hit
Not
list, so to speak?
exactly. No.
Two fat pirates, 88.
In part because I mean, Brawl is functionally a city-state, and a lot of the rewards come from different individuals, like
There's no like guild.
well, like the company the Chalice will put out bounties on slavers primarily, as opposed to like pirates.
Yeah.
And Brawl has some privateers of their own that they obviously would not be putting out bounties on, and they would have an issue with anyone else putting out bounties on them, whereas some of the other places in Brawl space would put out bounties on those privateers as pirates. But you kind of get a rundown on some of the recent happenings. Hear about some local pirates. Hear of ships getting attacked and stuff like that and sacked. The only big news is an Illithid ship docked about a week and a half ago.
Wow.
Looked pretty heavily damaged, very burnt, and there was some substantial activity at the Illithid embassy before it set off again.
Is that one of those Nautiloid ships?
Yeah, it was an
I
Nautiloid.
don't think don't know if Brax has ever seen one of those.
You've seen them, especially
Sure,
here in
yeah.
Brawl.
Lafdul's going to disagree. He's going to say this rather quietly. Make sure there's no one prying. Do we go to the embassy and say we killed a mind flayer? It was an undead mind flayer.
I don't think we should. I think we should be careful about talking to Illithids. I hear they eat people.
Yeah, but isn't it a good idea to be on their good side rather than their bad side, so to speak? At least if we have a favour, it would offset any.
But do we know that the
That
mind
thing was
flayer in
undead.
question wasn't
He might have been working.
wasn't someone they had friendly relationships?
Well, I don't know. We killing.
If you remember before, we mistakenly thought there was some sort of illicit slavery operation in the Underbrow.
Mistakenly.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was good. It was a good guess. So they might not be happy with us anyway. And I'm not too keen on illicits, to be honest. I don't think
They're generally not the nicest bunch.
Yeah, they don't strike me as someone you can make friends with.
You never know.
I mean, I don't know why they got an embassy here, to be honest.
Yeah. Oh, wasn't I supposed to do that psychic surgery at some point? I'm not doing it right now, but.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
you
but
talked
You
about
mean
that.
you aren't going to
Yeah.
go to the psionicist drunk and ask for a psychic surgery?
Yeah.
Lafdul gets a case of the dump.
Maybe you could go to the Illithids and get them to do psychic surgery on you.
Yeah, well,
I hear they throw in a free head massage if you do that.
yeah.
At least if
No,
you don't have any friends and family.
I take it you're not saying that in character.
No, he would say about the psychic surgery openly to the party, I suppose.
You would?
Yeah.
You want someone to mess with your head? What are they going to do?
I don't know what they do, but apparently strange things can do, and I worship a god of change, so...
Oh. Well.
Changing up the status quo is considered favourable actions to my deity.
Well, if you're sure about it and have considered
what's
all
the
the
worst that could
risks
happen,
and benefits and are willing to accept them, then I don't have anything to say to prevent you from going.
I don't know. I've been feeling a bit at odds lately with my deity. It's like I've had a disconnect, you know. So I'm in some ways I'm trying to atone. I don't know. Getting a case of the dumb.
Interesting way to atone for some disconnect.
Braxon moves his foot and touches something. Looks under the table. Is leather down there?
Wow.
Braxon, she waves at him.
What are you doing down there? Braxon gets
She's
down on
only
the
on
table.
one side. I don't see how she's got entirely plastered.
I think you should have a coffee.
That's an idea.
Lafdul casually inquires to large Luigi. Well, try to be subtle, but was like, what did you give her? She's entirely inebriated.
Large Luigi looks and gives a booming chuckle and says, loud enough that quite a few people can hear.
Oh, no.
Some people just can't handle their drink.
Hmm.
I need to work on my large Luigi voice. I'm not happy with it.
Leva
Shouldn't
giggles and waves at Braxon. Hi.
Shouldn't it be like Super Mario Brothers?
No. No.
Your voice needs to sound large and Luigi-like.
Welcome to my pub.
No.
I don't think that'd be.
I have no desire to offend any potential Italian viewers that I have. Thank you very much.
Pizza.
So, with that, would you guys wrap up your evening excursion? Get help Leva stumble home to your ship
Yeah, I'll have to head over to the Thieves Guild.
again?
No, wow, I didn't realise, because it was never really narrated if I needed to do anything, that was all. No, that's fine.
You said that you were just going to go pay your dues and check in. If you want to do something specific, that's fine with me too.
No.
Right.
No.
He could go back. Maybe he got so drunk that he's gone back.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'd be
He's not
happy
going to be
charge
taken
him again.
advantage of by the Thieves Guild. If you can help it.
I mean, if you have actual business with them, you can do it another day or the next day.
Yeah.
I think you guys were just planning on being here for like a day or two and then going back
No,
to the
once
Citadel.
if Ockar says anything, then I can make inquiries over there. So.
Well,
he does.
if we're going to meet up, I'll tell you what I've been told. Well, if we meet up later, and
Well, it'd probably be the next morning at that point.
Yeah, probably
Yeah.
be next morning.
Yeah.
next morning.
Okay.
I was also planning to ask Lafdul if he wanted to come with me to the Elven Navy.
Sure, my brother's in the Navy.
Oh, Braxon would have got large Luigi to put his cider in that special mug.
Oh, keep it nice and cold.
Yep.
Nice.
Unless it's served warm, unless you prefer it served warm.
Well, Braxton's gonna see if it does anything to cider.
Doesn't seem to do anything special to cider.
Excuse me.
Well, it doesn't seem to do anything special that Braxton can notice.
It keeps warm things warm and cool things cool. That's pretty special.
Yeah.
How much guild were I spent? Like 10
Oh,
guild?
Braxton will
It's not got 10.
Braxton will call over large Luigi before we leave and tell him about this
Oh.
The mug?
magical beer mug.
Uh-huh.
There's
He
something else
seems completely unimpressed. Alright, so Lafdul, that was 2 gold for you, unless you had more than 1 glass.
I spent like 10 guilds worth on alcohol and food, basically.
He
Okay.
wasn't unimpressed with things before. Have you seen a lot of these then, large Luigi?
I've seen those in my time, yes.
It's just a really clever thing about this is if you put a cold beer in here.
Oh, I got some
It keeps
customers
it
over
cold.
here. I'll get back to you. So everyone, Leva, you would be 5 copper pieces. And 5 copper pieces for anyone else getting the cider.
So last drinks a few pints.
Yeah, so if you drink multiple, then it's however many times 5 copper pieces.
5 copper pieces.
Yeah. And it's 7 copper pieces for any, for Finn's Dwarven Ale, and anything else that is not super expensive, like Lafdul's.
Yeah, we need to do our spell component thing, don't we?
Yes, you do.
Almost 100 gold pieces.
So if you got paid double because you got cleric and mage, or you
Oh
paid
yeah.
single?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I pay 56 for my cleric and 36 for my mage.
2 times 4 times 7. 56 for me.
Finn, we can work off camera to cover any new special materials that you need.
Okay.
But I'm fine hand waving away that you picked that stuff up here.
Okay.
So long as it's actually something that you can purchase.
Do druids get access to divination? Is it minor?
I think so. I don't remember.
I have minor divination.
All right.
Once we can have stuff like AuldDragon now.
Alright.
It's like 1,000 gold to purchase them now.
So, you guys retire back to your ship for the evening. Next morning, you can meet up and share information. Ockar obviously has some stuff that he wants to share with you.
Oh, there is something I want to do. It can be done next, that's fine. Or I could have done it last night, it doesn't matter, it's never mind anything. Could I have gone around and purchased research material for a ingestible sleeping poison?
That would have to be the next day. Most of the shops of that nature would have been closed by then.
I'm buying stuff to do the research on it.
So
Some of that
Braxon
stuff
get
you'll
hit
have to
by
get through your
That's
guild,
fine.
too.
Would Lafdul need to get new knowledge?
Hold on. Braxon was about to ask something.
No, I was just going to Braxon to get a hit point back. He's got 12 hit points to get back.
Everyone got fully healed already.
Yeah,
Did they?
you would have been fully healed.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
that-
he was down 3 then, so
It was
I
mentioned
lent you
earlier.
my ring of regeneration anyway during that point, and you would have given.
Oh,
did
well,
it?
and those 3 hit points,
Would it work?
someone would have cast a healing spell.
yeah,
it's
I
fine,
would have had a
don't worry.
healing spell.
Okay.
Something.
I probably would have used laying hands on the way.
well, hang on, because would the ring have worked for Braxon?
Yeah, it would have worked for like half an hour. That's how long it takes. 10 minutes to get hit point back.
Oh, you were actually wearing that?
I
Yeah.
lent it to
Okay.
him so he would recover the damage in order to save the spell. I mean, I would have collected my ring afterwards, but
Alright.
Leva
Yeah, I mean-
comes out the next morning and says, "Oh,
Well,
Lafdul,
Braxon.
can you lend me a ring for a moment? My head hurts so much."
it doesn't do anything for that. You need a. Would I know a cure disease spell? Yeah.
I'm not sure if cure disease would help you with a hangover.
What's the equivalent of intoxication? There is no cure spell for that.
You
Eggs and bacon?
would probably have to research a spell for hangover, or maybe it's hangovers can just not be cured. Maybe that's that's the
You mean
god's
neu-
punishment
neutralize-
for having alcohol.
You mean neutralized poison wouldn't cure a hangover?
Yeah, I probably would have neutralized poison.
It might, but that's up to you guys to try it.
Yeah, afterward try it. He's got it memorized, so.
I mean, it's a thing to study. So Solas would be willing to try since I have it memorized also.
Neutralized poison does not seem to do anything for Leva's hangover.
Yeah.
Oh well.
I
I will give a Leva a few herbs to
Yeah,
ease
that's about
ease,
right.
ease her headache.
All right, Leva takes those. She'd take anything. Almost.
Wow, if you're gonna say that, there's some my Obama story.
Almost, I said.
I thought that was in the almost category, not the 1% exclusion.
All right, so Ockar, did you want to share what you learned and ask the party anything?
Yeah, so I'm gonna tell them about how. Okay, so once we're done with this whole lizard man thing and getting this thing to the dwarves, we need to go to realm space.
Realm space.
Kryn space.
Realm space.
Crin space.
I was like,
We need to go to
we
Crin
need-
space.
As well as realm space.
No, he misspoke. He would have said
I
Kryn space.
misspoke. We need to go to Crin space.
Ah, so I'm just teasing.
Why are we gonna pick up a dragon lance over there?
No,
Oh,
I've been doing some asking around and everything. My cousin, Njord, years ago he left to become a pirate, and I've been hearing that he has a bounty on his head in Crin space.
He's got a bounty on his head. How much?
I don't know. I haven't been keeping
Well,
track
hang
of this
on a
because
minute.
of the money.
But whoa, the ship doesn't look after itself, you know.
Well, okay, we'll probably pick up a bounty here when we're doing it, but the reason why we need to do this now is because the Elven Navy is after him.
Okay. So
I
do we have
want to deal. I want to go after him as soon as possible to deal with to deal with this and bring him back to Brawl, so he can be
Okay.
put on trial.
Oh, so we have to catch him alive.
Yes. I want to do this as soon as possible.
Okay. Well, we haven't fought any pirates for a while. Who's he with?
I don't. He has his own pirate crew. He's going by the name Red Neorn. He's apparently has a reputation. He apparently has quite a big reputation over there right now.
Sounds like that could be good for business. Unless you want to do it secretly.
And well, I planned to go with Lafdul to talk with the Elven Navy to see if I could get any information from them.
Mm-hmm.
Since they've sent a ship after them.
How much does our ship have cargo space?
Considering that you've reduced the cargo hold to half its size, about half of what it normally is listed.
Yeah.
I was thinking if we are going to that far for your cousin, we could also possibly alleviate the costs by trading something.
Possibly, but I just want. You can understand why I want this to be.
Yeah, I understand. I understand. But
don't
we can do this both and possibly keep the company afloat.
Yeah, you probably want Higmus or Braxon to represent our company since they're the officers, so to speak, if we're going over to the Navy.
I just thought that Lafdul would also be a good thing since don't you have a relative who's in the Navy?
Mm-hmm. My brother, but he's in realm space.
Well, while you are doing that, I can go and ask the Seekers if they have any information about happenings in green space.
That would be good. I've been asking around at the bars near the docks. Got into a few fist fights last night, by the way, trying to get information.
Right. So, is there many ships that have come in from green space?
A few.
Has anyone witnessed this pirate ship that we're after?
None of the ones I talked to, it seems. It's mainly just people talking about his attacks.
Right. So,
Well,
maybe we need to find a place similar to Brow in green space to see if we can get some better information. Do we know what sort of ship your brother has?
Was I told what ship he has?
Nope.
Yeah.
I don't know what ship he currently has. I know that he and his thuggish friends fled Brawl on a Wasp a long time ago.
Right. I suppose he might still have that, or he might trade it up. I mean, pirates steal ships, don't they? If they steal other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they tend to. A smart pirate would change ship, but I suppose if they keep it to the same ship, then he might use his reputation to his advantage, get people to surrender their goods without a fight.
That's true.
Which also works.
But
I don't
yeah.
know.
I figured that since we're almost done with this current job, this would be the best time to start looking into heading to Grin Space.
Yeah.
Oh, we need to get Higmus's restoration as well today.
Yeah.
The main
Let's
reason you came back to Brawl, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get that sorted. Well, he did
Yes.
come down the pub with us.
No, he was checking in with the GIF and his office.
So, I guess we'll do the restoration, then meet up with the Elven Navy.
Well, that's.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
if you all want to go go to the
Well, yeah, obviously.
temple. I mean, you don't all have to go to the temple. It's up to you.
True.
Well, no, it's a group thing, so.
Lafdul,
we-
do you want to go with me to the Elven Navy while the others take Higmus to the temple?
Would
Why do we have to No.
You don't have to split up. I'm just saying that you don't all
Yeah.
have to go together either.
We
What-
did the
what-
Navy thing, so I assume that'd be shorter first, and we'll go do Higgins thing after.
Yeah, let's go to the Navy first. Higgins can be there as
Okay.
the more official representative.
Well, he is our...
As our captain. That might help
Like,
out.
yeah,
And then
yeah.
after that, we'll take Higgins to get the restoration.
And he also knows that.
Would we go to Braxon's temple? Because Braxon's temple's the best temple.
I don't think it really matters which temple we go to. So I would
Yes.
recommend the Temple of Tyr.
We can go to the best
Oh,
one.
wow. You guys are terrible shields.
Well, Solas hands the scroll of restoration to... Well, I give it to Lafdul.
Well, it's me. I'm as good a priest as you are. We need to hire someone to cast the
Yeah,
spell, ideally.
yeah. If you are going to use it on the temple, but I will go to the Seekers to find out the information at the same time. Since
Oh,
not everyone needs to
okay.
go to the temple.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, so Solus goes to the Seekers. Is everyone else going to with Lafdul and Ockar?
Coming? Is Lever
Finn-
coming?
Finn's going to pay a visit to the Elven Forest to reconnect with nature a bit.
Okay, well, it's the same place, so you can at least, if you want to, like, you can go with them for the first part and then stay in the forest if you want.
Is he... A silly question. Is he actually allowed?
What, into the forest?
Yeah. I mean, he's not an elf, though, is he?
The Elven Forest isn't entirely closed off because it is functionally parkland, but there are places in it that are
Guarded.
guarded.
No,
Yeah,
so
we're not allowed in.
I'm not trying to stifle it. I was just curious. I didn't actually know, so...
Yeah, no, I mean,
Is-
so it is essentially parkland, but there are places that are closed off because those are Elven
Yeah.
Navy facilities and stuff like that.
Would majority of the Elven Forest be parkland?
Um,
Or would it be 50-50?
I would probably say the majority is.
Is Lever going to come with us? Because she's an elf. Or are we going to put her in a longboat until she's sober?
I think she's sober. She just has a bad headache and is in a bad mood. So, if anything, she'd like to go to the Mages Guild to exchange some spells.
Alright.
Is there anything around with Bubka's superior identification?
You would probably have to trade with someone for that.
Mm-hmm.
But there is someone who has one of those that spell in their spell book because they've had it. You guys have had that cast before.
I'm not sure if they were a traveling mage or a permanent resident.
All right, so we'll handle that with you, Leva, afterwards.
All right.
So Finn, Braxon, Lafdul, and Ockar, you guys head to the forest. This building here on the corner of the forest is the. Let's go ahead and do that. That is the kind of the Navy office on Brawl.
Looks like the checkpoint as well to going into the forest. Almost.
Okay.
I mean, it's not really a checkpoint. I mean, there's these paths.
Oh, no,
they're
it's-
open to
yeah.
everyone.
Wow. Is this like walled off? Or is this
No, it's not walled off. I mean, well, okay, so there is a description. Hold on a second. Let me get that up. Give me a second. There is a strange silvery shadow beneath the eaves of the wood that seems to wall off the elven district as surely as any fence of iron. So it's like a semi-magical or magical shadow. So you can't see very far into it from outside. But this path is open, and certainly along the edges you can go in and be around. And this part on the other side of Lake Street, it's not as densely forested, but that is not technically part of the Elven Forest, and that is fully open to everyone.
Right.
I will also say that many of the trees in here appear to be hundreds of years old.
Hmm.
So. All right, so you go to the this building here, the Navy office, and you are kept waiting for a little while before someone can meet you, a subcommander, who finally has some time to meet with you, and he says, welcomes you into a small office, which is now very cramped with all of you in there. But he says, I understand that you want some information about some activities. What activities is it that you wanted information about? Much of our operations are secret, of course, and I cannot guarantee that I can share any information, but what is it you wish to know?
Well, I've heard through the grapevine that there has been that a Elven Navy ship is tracking down a certain pirate in Kryn space, Red Neorn. And I wanted to try to figure out why that is. You see, Red Neorn is my cousin, and I'm planning to go to Kryn space to track him down and arrest him myself.
Hold on a second. Let me check my bulletins. He sifts through a stack of parchment on his desk. Yes, it appears that he has been attacking some Sindiath line vessels as well. We understand that he has been taking some activities against other traders in Kryn space. That's primarily it. We of course are quite concerned about any actions that are taken against the Sindiath line. That is most of what I can say. If you do insist on going there, I would recommend getting a liaison officer there in Kryn space from the Elven Navy local presence, and have them aboard your vessel, just to ensure that everything is taken care of. And
Could we get a letter of introduction, so to speak?
Yeah, to help things go along a bit.
Yes, I believe that could be done. We'll have to get one written up and delivered down to your vessel. If you would let me know what vessel that is down to the port.
Yes, it's the Battle Dolphin. I told him the name
It's
of
called
it.
the Blade.
It's called the Blade. It's a Battle
Yeah.
Dolphin.
We've also got a company office. Higgins would probably mention.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're the
Yeah.
we're the company of the Broken Sword.
We probably would have told
I
them
don't
that
think
to
we
get this
introduced
meeting.
ourselves.
They'd probably give you the they'd still send the letter down to the ship itself just to ensure.
We'll tell
that
them where
it's-
the Battle Dolphin is docked.
All right,
You
I'll have a
mentioned
letter written up and sent down there. Such things are, of course, sealed and confidential. We would warn against any prying eyes on the interior.
Of course,
Sounds
we'll
good.
make sure the sword in our safe on the ship.
You mentioned the Sindiath line had been attacked. Do they have an office around here, or would you recommend we seek out their office in Kryn space?
Their office in Kryn space would probably have the best information. As the Elven Navy there in Kryn space would have more information than I have here. I just have basic bulletins.
Right. Do they have an office here though? Because we're not sure what sort of ship we're looking for yet.
They do, but again, you'd get better information if you're going to Kryn space anyway. It's probably best to just check in with their
Yeah.
office there.
Of course.
Well, one bit of information I do want to know. Do you happen to know what kind of ship he's currently sailing?
He glances back at his sheet of paper. No, it does not appear to say in my documentation. Again, if that's more
Then okay,
relevant to
thank you
the
anyway.
local
I'll
forces
make
there.
sure to ask.
Well, we're not going straight to Kryn space. We've got a little bit of business to sort out. But is there anything the Navy would like us to take over there? You've helped us out before, and we've helped you out before. And if there's anything we can do to help you, it would be our pleasure.
I'm sure that if there is, we'll make a request of it. I do not know right now, but I will make that known to our dispatch office.
Well,
Okay.
thank you for your time, sir. Sorry for taking up some of your valuable time. We'll just head out then.
Indeed, have a good day.
I'll shake his hand and head out.
All right.
Thank you very much, Braxon says.
All right, so you exit. Finn, you're going to spend some time in the wood?
Yes.
Okay. And
Braxon eyes up a couple of the trees.
Can I actually just have a quick glance around the temples just to see if there is a druid of Rarefain? Is it Rillafain? Rillafain. Just to see if there's any of them around. And basically, just make some basic introductions. That's all for Finnel.
You could. I mean, did you want to stop by the elven temples to get the restoration done, or did you want to go?
It's more.
I understand.
This...
It's like no one had actually decided what temple that you guys were going to get Higgins.
I think we need to go to all the temples to find out which ones, because none of them by default have the ability to cast restorations.
I mean, they can use the scroll.
Yeah, which temple has the scroll? We got to find out by going to all of them.
I mean, we already have a scroll.
We have one scroll. We need two spell castings of it, because it does one stat point per cast.
Braxon says that the lady who runs my temple is very good.
She might not have the scrolls though.
Well, didn't the old say last time that Higimus for now would be
reaching
settling for the one?
No, that's if we give him the belt.
Yeah.
I would hope that we don't have to give up that belt. That belt's incredibly useful. I would hope, but yeah.
Well, I mean, again, it's up to you guys.
Well, I mean, Braxton won't insist on it, but he does think the lady that runs his temple is very good.
No. You can see your temple is fine. We'll go to see all of them. I mean, while I'm inquiring about a druid, do I know if I'd call them druids or priests?
You just refer to them as a priest of Levalithana. I mean, they'd be druid-like even if they're not actual druids. So
I just make general inquiries if there's any traveling high priests of the elven clergy around.
There are no priests of Levalithana on Brawl at this time.
What about general priests? Any high priests?
There's almost always a priest of Corellin around. There's usually
local high priest, because I know they're the leaders in the pantheon. But
are you specifically asking if there's anyone higher, like with a more likely chance of casting?
Yeah, the highest level priest there is around. Someone's just traveling.
Braxton's temple is the best temple. I mean, look at it. It's enormous.
Yeah, but there are better people than your current head of that church.
I mean, she's 13th level.
Yeah, I know. Elves live longer. Damn it.
No, there are no high priests of any of the elven deities on Brawl at this time that you're aware of, or that you can find information about.
Braxus is hoping to get the business for his own church.
Yeah. One day, Lafdul and Solas will be high priests of our churches.
That's true.
All right, so where do you want to go now?
I guess the Temple of Batar, because Braxton's insisting.
Yeah, I mean, look at it. It's such a magnificent temple. It's the biggest temple of them all.
You're shilling to the wrong person here.
Well, I mean, obviously you've got your own temple, wherever that is. Where is your temple?
That's a good question. There are a couple of temples, but they tend to be on the move constantly.
You have a slightly unusual religion. It's very interesting.
It's a very practical religion. They move their temples.
Is it in a caravan or something?
It could be in a caravan, it could be on a ship, as long as it's moving.
Oh. So you could turn our ship into a temple.
Yes, I could not use I could not make a temple on our asteroid. It has to be on somewhere that moves, ideally.
Interesting. How big does your temple need to be?
I feel like we're kind of getting away from the whole restore
Yeah, let's go.
Higgins thing.
Let's go. Let's go get Higamus restored.
Okay, so you guys,
I don't even know what we got to trade for arms anyway. So.
you make your way to the temple there, and that is where we're going to take our break as you arrive at the Temple of Ptah.
Shouldn't we do some identification first?
Do you have time to do this? You're worried about the time frame on getting the spells cast on Higamus.
Why don't we get Higamus fixed? And I mean,
well, you say fixed. It's not going to cost nothing.
He's down 3 levels or something.
2 Constitution.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Constitution, not levels.
I think Braxon's down on something as well, but I don't think he knows.
Lafdul's down on something, but he's trying to pray for. Speaking of which, it's been 2 days.
Yeah, you need to remind me. You need to specify that you're doing this so that I can roll.
Always.
Does Lafdul need to get himself a new holy symbol soon?
I spoke to Old about that actually.
Would you like half a duck that sticks to you as a holy symbol?
I mean, most of the time he can handle his holy symbol with me privately. Like,
yeah.
It's up to him, but if he just wants to pick something up, he just needs to tell me, and then we can make a quick roll and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, he does need a new holy symbol, but it's a common thing, and it is very easy to do. Anyway, we will be back in about 10 minutes, so get yourself a refreshing beverage. That's a cue for anyone out there who runs a company that does refreshing beverages to sponsor me. And we'll be back in about 10 minutes, everyone.
Surely you want to be sponsored by Ham.
Oh, I'd be more than happy to be sponsored by Ham, too. But I don't think that's as likely. We'll be back in about 10 minutes, everyone.